Here we go. All right.
Here we go.
Hell yeah, man. We're at the Bayymack show. It's March 31st, 2025. EXO Dreamcatcher, Bar Entertainment. We're with Stxnecrew, and these guys are one of the well-known emo rappers in fucking Arizona, man.
Hell yeah.
It's crazy, bro. Very crazy. Sorry, man. So, first off, how did you guys enjoy the show tonight?
The show was cool.
It was fire, bro. It was different.
Yeah, the sound at this venue is always really clean, so it worked out well with the kind of music that was playing.
Yeah. I see you got cemetery, haunted.
It's a haunted house. It's not haunted mound.
Oh, I thought it was haunted mound.
You know who Savage Cassidy is?
Yeah.
It's his group.
Oh, okay.
Kamara,
Yeah. I get them mixed up sometimes.
Hey, they're the same name. Dude.
But you flow with both, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not too crazy about cemetery, but I also haven't really given him a chance yet. So.
I met him. He's so nice, man.
He seems like a cool dude.
He kind of reminds me of Lil Peep a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And his personality too.
That's hard. I haven't really watched any interviews and stuff.
I met him.
Nice
That's
That's fire,
guy.
bro. That's fire, bro.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
So, who would you say you guys are inspirations in your dream collaboration?
That's a good question.
So a big artist that's alive that I really like is Drippin' So Pretty. He's just been doing his own thing for a minute, and he just keeps coming out with like bangers and stuff. So he's one of those for sure.
I'd say for like the emo rap stuff, I'd go with like Fatsy.
Yeah.
He's pretty fire. He put me on to
Nine
like a lot of
Tails.
stuff. Nine Tails.
Oh yeah, they're coming to tour, but I'm going to Vegas to see him. Fucking
Yeah, they're not gonna-
Guardian and Sewer
Garden.
Person.
Yeah, Garden too.
Yeah, what is it? The dude from Yard Sale, Kennedy XO, I think his name.
Yeah,
is.
he's fire too. Polearm, all those dudes.
Yeah, they're fucking. That whole crew's amazing.
Yeah.
And then with like the Stxnecrew stuff, we kind of like try to mix it up. So we try to do like the hard stuff too, like not to be like obvious, but like back in the day, listening to like Suicide Boys, Xavier Wulf, like all those type of dudes. I grew up on like Mike Jones. My mom used to be bumping Mike Jones when I was a kid. And
Mike Jones, Paul Wall, Flip.
Yeah, all that Texas rap.
T.I.
Bro. That's what put me on like initially, bro. Eminem, bro.
Yeah.
Like, not to be corny, but like Eminem, bro.
How about Lil Xan?
Lil Xan, honestly, I fuck with Lil Xan, bro.
Yeah.
Back when everybody was hating on him, bro, I was like, I kind of like him.
You get that vibe going for sure.
He's goofy. He's a goofy guy.
Yeah.
I think
But
we
like
all
his
are.
OG tracks, bro, like went hard, bro.
That's true. And
He seemed like a genuine, like nice dude from like all the No Jumpers.
yeah,
that song.
those that one nice people I met. So, what would you guys say your guys' music's about, and any new releases coming out?
We kind of mix it up. It's kind of just like about everything that we're kind of going through in that
Life,
moment.
basically.
Yeah.
So like sometimes if we're doing really good, we're just gonna make some super hype stuff, some positive stuff, and then sometimes when we're just not doing good, or if I'm not doing good, he's not doing good, we're like, hey bro, like honestly,
Yeah.
let's write about what we're feeling right now. So it just depends. We do like emo rap, and then like with the Stxnecrew stuff, we do like the hard stuff too. So it's a little bit of everything.
So you guys got two crews, right?
Kinda, not really. Stxnecrew's just kind of a little bit everything, but we're each like independent artists at the same time, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But any new releases coming out?
We got tons of songs in the vault, bro.
Yeah.
So we got songs coming out. We got John Wayne. We got a few coming out.
Yeah, the vibes are switching up too, so we keep things interesting
Revolving,
for sure.
so
Yeah.
that's for sure.
And explain to people why it's important to travel to other states or other places to get your name out there.
New faces.
Yeah, you gotta meet new people, you gotta meet everybody. You never know who's who, and everybody's important, so you just gotta say what's up to everybody.
And when the same people see you over and over again, you kind of become like a little too easily accessible, I would say.
Yeah.
So when you go to like new faces and stuff that aren't necessarily used to that sound that is kind of popular out here, it's pretty cool, dude. It's pretty
So
fire.
explain to people how your guys' style, it's your lifestyle, because people like confuse emo and gothic as like a trend, but it's really a lifestyle. So explain to people.
I grew up on like Mayday Parade, like All Time Low.
My Chemical Romance, The Used, Aiden.
I got My Chemical Romance tattooed on me, bro.
Palisana.
My first like favorite band when I was a kid was 3 Days Grace. That's part of the reason why I started making music was Adam Gontier.
Yeah.
All of them, bro.
Chiodos,
bro.
fucking Anthony
Isles and
Green.
Glaciers. The
Pierce the Veil.
Pierce the Veil, dude. Like,
Yeah,
all of
no.
them. I grew up on
I've
all
been
that
like this ever since I was like
stuff. It's not a phase.
14.
Yeah. It's not a phase.
It's just how I am now, honestly.
And how about what video game character and anime character would you be?
That's hard.
Dang.
Anime character? I would be in a harem, so anything like that, man. A bunch of girls. Yeah. Honestly, Naruto though. Like if I could be like real, I would definitely want to be a ninja.
Bro, I'd say Sasuke. That's crazy.
Sasuke's
Sasuke
fire.
or like Itachi.
Yeah, Itachi.
I like Itachi because like doing good without anybody knowing that's what you're really doing.
Yeah.
at the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
do a new type shit.
greater
though.
cause.
And how about video game character?
That's a crazy one.
I would want to be in Kingdom Hearts just because I like Kingdom Hearts. So
Yeah?
I'll be like Sora or something.
Bro, that's crazy. I say like Ezio from Assassin's Creed. Bro.
Oh, he's
That'd be
cool.
fire, yeah.
Dude, he's fire, bro.
How about horror movie character?
Oh,
Horror movie character?
I'd be Ash from The Evil Dead.
That's
I got
pretty
this shit
sick.
tatted on my knuckles.
That must be basic, bro. I'd go Terrifier, bro.
Oh, dude,
Or if it's just like horror movie
Yeah.
in general, bro, I'd say any of the Rob Zombie, like
Yeah.
House of a Thousand
Yeah,
Corpses.
yeah.
Those
Yeah.
movies are my favorite, bro. I'll be watching those like on repeat.
yeah, David Howard Thornton. I'm like best friends with him. Like he knows me since like fucking 2019. Nice dude.
That's fire, bro.
Yeah.
That's fire. He's a cool dude.
Very iconic already.
Yeah.
Blew up real quick.
Yeah, he deserves that, bro.
Yeah,
He's like
as
a-
an actor, yeah, he pulled off
Yeah.
not talking, which is crazy.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
It's all like his physical. It's everything.
What's your guys' dream music video to make?
I really like A$AP Rocky's type music.
Yeah,
like
trippy.
super psychedelic.
Yeah.
Like,
Triple Red's so nice, man.
Yeah, that's kind of my vibe. It's the trippy stuff, the underground trippy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where would you guys play a show? Space Station, Hell, Heaven, Into the World, Underwater, at Playboy Mansion, or on Mars?
I'd be in heaven. That sounds heavenly.
Except for him, either Heaven or Playboy Mansion.
That'd be
It's
sick.
the same thing, honestly.
Yeah.
Bro, Underwater Atlantis, bro.
That'd be fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vibing
Hell,
with
bro.
some fish.
Turn it up in hell.
How about what would you say is your scariest moment in life and your worst fear?
My worst fear is time. I'll say
Time?
Yeah, running
Yeah.
out of
I'm
time.
terrified of time.
Yeah.
And
Just losing people is my scariest thing, man.
Yeah.
Big ass spiders.
That's true.
I don't fuck with snakes, bro.
Snakes are pretty
I
scary.
love
I'm like, how they
snakes,
got no
bro.
legs and they're going so damn
Yeah.
fast?
You got no legs, yeah.
It's gonna chase me down. I'm like trying to step on it.
And,
What was the other question you asked?
What would you say is your most embarrassing moment and your favorite moment in life?
When I was like a sophomore,
Yeah.
my mom signed me up for Boy Scouts because I needed to do something extracurricular.
Yeah.
And my first time ever camping, I was only in it for like a few weeks.
Yeah.
Some kid dropped like a whole thing of like bacon grease all over my leg, fried the shit on my legs. I got first, second, and third-degree burns. And then
Shit.
I was out of school for like a whole month. I finally get back just to realize that like my teachers told the whole class like, hey, he's not gonna be back because something happened while he was in Boy Scouts. And I was like, damn, gonna embarrass me like that?
Bro, you don't want that to happen in Boy Scouts.
No offense to any
Yeah.
Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
But
And you?
it's not my bad.
Oh. Whenever I was like in like 3rd grade or something, there was a fair at my school
Yeah.
and I lost my mom, so I ended up walking home. And I went to my neighbor's house and like my mom called the police and everything, and all the police showed up at my house, and they pulled up and they like knocked on the door, and I was just chilling sipping Kool-Aid while everyone was like freaking out.
Fucking crazy, man. And how about what rock band would you want to be in?
Pierce Seville.
That'd be sick.
Asking Alexandria,
I was
actually.
gonna say, I want to replace Danny, bro.
Yeah.
Get him out of there. Let me get him.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready.
Yeah.
What what country do you want to play one day?
Japan,
Japan,
easily.
Italy.
Yeah.
Honestly, Mexico would be pretty cool.
Mexico
Or like
would be
Brazil.
fire.
Yeah.
Anywhere in South America would be fire.
You know, I heard Dubai. They're really crazy with the rave scene out there.
Hell yeah,
That
that's
sounds
cool.
crazy.
Yeah. It is fucking
Dubai
crazy.
would be nuts.
What would you rather be, a Transformer, Power Ranger, or a Ninja Turtle?
Bro, Ninja Turtle.
bro.
Yeah.
If not
Easy
Ninja Turtle, then
question.
Power Ranger, but
on God.
Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I
And
got
what-
this tatted on me.
What would you say is the most difficult thing about being a rapper in this industry?
Nobody cares right now about.
It's oversaturated.
Yeah, everybody's just doing it, so nobody cares. There's a lot less original people out there. Shout out like all the artists out here, but
Yeah.
there's a lot less originality, so everyone just doesn't care. People don't go to shows. Like it's just not really a thing anymore.
Yeah.
I would say the lack of like unique sounding
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's kind of crazy. Everyone's kind of making like the same sound, the same
It's true.
genre.
And they're only doing it because it's popular too.
Yeah, they're
like
kind of just riding the wave. So like,
Yeah.
we try to like, of course, we make stuff that fits in with every single type of genre, with every kind of show. We can kind
Yeah.
of be wherever, but like, at the end of the day, we just want to make sure that we want to hear stuff that we like to listen to.
Yeah.
That's what really matters to us at the end of the day.
And how would you guys help someone through a dark time in life?
Music.
yeah,
Putting them on,
music,
honestly, not even to my music, but putting them onto music that makes me feel better.
for
Yeah.
sure. And just being there for them, telling them that it'll be okay. They're not alone and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Reassurance for sure.
And how about would you be a Cupid, a devil, a genie, a Sandman, A Frosted Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Uncle Sam, Jack Frost.
That's a
Jack Frost.
Jack Frost, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't both be. Huh?
I'd be Cupid then.
Yeah.
I want everybody to fall in love.
Jack Frost. Jack Frost.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
How do you think of these things so quick?
I don't sleep, man. I stay up to 9 a.m., uploading videos, writing songs, graphic art, just always searching for new bands, like A&R work. So I'm like looking for this band, this artist, messaging them. I'm like, hey, come play Arizona, come LA or Las Vegas or something, I really want to see you.
You just stay on it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I've been doing that since like 2008. I've been doing interviews, so it's been a long time.
Oh yeah.
I mean, when I first started doing interviews in Arizona, I was the first person doing it here. No one else did it. People are like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, I'm making a new wave is what I'm doing. And people at that time are like, it made no sense.
First time I ever went to like a local show in Arizona was one of their shows. It was
Yeah.
before I joined Bankai.
Yeah.
You were there. It was at the
Yeah, he was
the
there
Valentine's Day show.
With Doom Division.
And then
It's
you
off
came up to
brand.
me.
Remember
You
that?
like you kind of just already
Fuck
like
yeah.
knew. You're like, are you an artist? And I was like, yeah. And you're like, I could tell. And you're like, let me get a pic. And ever since then, bro, I was like, this guy's on his shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because like, there's always like a certain style artist has versus like a normal person, Like, I don't get me wrong, there's some artists, they look very normal, but they still got style to them, so they're artists.
It's just that aura.
So
Yeah,
we're-
just like Weezer, they're artists. They do dress more normal.
Yeah.
They just have that energy to them.
Yeah.
And then just like Foster the People, like the singer, he actually married Julia Gardner from Ozark TV from the TV series.
That's cool.
Is that the blonde girl?
Yeah.
That's crazy. She's gonna be in the new Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
Is she Silver
the
Surfer?
singer Foster
She's
the
gonna be
People
Silver
married
Surfer,
her.
bro. That shit's gonna be sick.
Yeah, it's
I'm excited.
crazy, man.
But she's cool.
It is amazing. And what would you say, like, like when doing this, what are some exercises you guys use so you don't wear out your vocals?
I just make weird sounds, honestly, like humming kind of, but just more in your throat.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it other than that.
I say there's been some shows where like I wasn't as social before the show, like
Yeah.
not warming up my voice, talking to people and stuff. There's some shows where I've definitely been a little bit more social, and I
Yeah.
feel like that helps me a lot. Or
Yeah.
sometimes we'll be driving to the venue and we're playing our songs, kind of rehearsing in the car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pop an
Hyped
earpod in, listen to my stuff a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about vocal warm-ups.
Yeah.
I know he does them, but
Yeah.
I should probably start.
Yeah,
doing
it
a
helps
little bit.
for sure.
Yeah. The funny thing is, I never do vocal warm-ups. I just practice like with my favorite songs.
Yeah.
That's pretty much warming up, as long as
Yeah.
you just don't blow your voice out, I guess.
I try to stay like in the booth pretty consistent, so I'm always kind of practicing. Even if it's not like the song, like repeating the song, I'm kind of just
Yeah.
doing new songs and stuff. So just keeping my voice like warmed up and all that.
Yeah. So, who are your bucket list musicians to meet before you die?
Dripping so pretty.
Fancy.
Yeah, Nine
Yeah.
Tails, Super Person.
Oh,
We
they're-
pretty much have like the same mindset.
Yeah.
I've already kind of met
musicians?
them. Not really. 99Z and Slab of Grey.
Yeah.
I met Witch House recently. That shit was sick.
Oh, he's
I'm wearing-
amazing.
I'm wearing their shit right now.
And what was that one? Mossback,
Mossback.
right?
I met him too. Yeah, they're cool.
That's one of the
him
greatest
and-
artists in this generation.
Him and the other dude. I don't need to be. Grim Salvo.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
That's a group, I believe.
Yeah.
But they're fire, dude. They're fire as fuck. I believe they're out somewhere out here too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I could be wrong, but I thought so.
That's crazy.
Could be wrong.
What national monument do you want to be?
Statue of Liberty, bro.
Yeah. And
welcoming everybody.
what famous person would you bring back from the dead? You know,
Lil Peep.
just to give them another a chance in
Peep.
life. You know.
Lil Peep or X.
Yeah.
XXX
Lil Peep.
Tentacion. I feel like he was really on a path of redemption. trying
Yeah,
to
he was
Yeah.
definitely doing
make
better
his
for
life
sure.
better. He's trying to help people and stuff.
He knew
Yeah.
some stuff too. Like he was definitely on to something.
Yeah.
Or honestly, no, scratch all that. Six Dogs, bro.
Oh, Six
my
Dogs. He
God.
was
Six Dogs,
amazing.
bag. So
Hella
sad.
Sketchy is amazing too.
Hella
Yeah,
Sketchy, bro.
his music's been shuffling through this playlist I've been bumping,
Yeah.
and I've been finding more songs that I actually really like by him. So shout out him too, R.I.P.
And what Star Wars character would you be?
Darth Vader.
Darth Maul.
Oh, Darth Maul. Ray Park's a nice dude. Such a great guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And how about where you come up with the idea of your music videos and the music aesthetic and the artwork?
For the music videos, I say we kind of just wing it.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Kind of just wing it. Like we were in LA in January, and we were kind of just like, this looks like a cool spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He has like a really good artistic vision. I feel like we're kind of on the same page when it comes to like what we want artistically. So
Yeah.
we kind of just like brainstorm together and we're like, hey, I could see you doing this, bend down right here, do this. You know what I mean? Kind of direct each other. And stuff.
And how about, would you fly in a cloud, ride on a spaceship, be a planet, or be a famous historian?
Yeah, it's a crazy ass question.
Spaceship.
I'm riding on the Nimbus, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
low key, but I want to see
The
what the
spaceship is
spaceship
crazy.
is. Yeah, it depends on the
That's crazy.
spaceship.
Yeah. How about a Pokemon Master, Dual Master, or Super Saiyan?
Whoa, you can't be doing that to me. I'd be Super Saiyan with
I
Pokemon
go
if
with
I can.
Pokemon
Yeah.
because I want the bomb, bro.
Yeah,
I want a
Pokemon's
Froakie,
amazing.
bro.
But
want a
like,
Froakie
I want to
IRL.
be able to do my own thing. I love Pokemon. I have Pokemon tats. I play Pokemon every day.
Yeah.
But being a Super Saiyan, that's just crazy.
That's
You're
just
never
fun.
gonna cap with your powers. You just keep going.
Bro, if I could be Super
Yeah.
Saiyan 4, though,
Yeah.
hear me out.
That would be sick. That would be sick. And how do you guys not get exhausted from when you go on tour, or when you're doing shows, when you're in the studio? Because some people get burned out. So, tell the fans how to not get burned out in this industry.
Whenever it comes to touring or like going out of state and stuff, I'm usually the driver.
Yeah.
I have a lot of experience driving, so I let the homies just chill in the back seat. So
Yeah.
that works for that. And then like whenever it comes to like thinking of things like mentally, it just kind of comes to you. You just gotta try to write something every day, write a line, write a word that's inspiring you. Just throw something down,
Yeah.
and then eventually you'll come back to it and you'll write something from that.
I think for the shows, honestly, I don't get exhausted. I'm sure he feels the same way. Like,
I
Yeah.
love performing.
when I'm performing, bro, that's when I really feel like myself. That's when I feel like I could let loose and like show people what I really. It's like an art exhibit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is what I've been working on. This is my craft, and like, here it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I never get exhausted of that. I get anxious.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Like, I get super nervous and still.
I get
stuff
nervous all the
still,
time too.
But yeah, man, I'll never get exhausted. I don't think.
And explain to people why MySpace music, will never die and why it's important. Because some people, they don't think it's important.
Like
I'm a
MySpace,
little
like
too young.
Bring Me the Horizon,
Yeah.
that era.
Millionaires.
Oh,
fucking
yeah, no,
Dot
definitely.
Curve, Broken Side,
I was
Kill Paradise.
I was
Free
bumping
Carolina.
that stuff whenever I was on the bus going to school. Like
Yeah.
that really got me going. I don't know what it was about it. Just part of like growing up, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But just like everything, it comes back around. Even if it kind of dies off for a little bit, it'll
Yeah.
be right back in a couple years. Like it's definitely gonna pop off real soon again.
But if you think about it, like new people like 100 Gigs, fucking
Oh, yeah.
Netspin,
Yeah.
even Lil Xan, they got elements of that MySpace music in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
I say music just evolves over time. You know what I mean? Everybody like
Yeah.
we couldn't lie and say that like we wouldn't be doing this
Yeah.
without the people that did it before us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
It's just like Sexy
music's just
Red.
ever growing.
With like Millionaire started that all, but like Sexy Red is the same style, Nicki Minaj even. But they have that same style in a way. That's just crazy. And would you have a house made out of crystal, ruby, platinum, gold, diamond, sapphire, opal, or the jewel?
I would do gold because it's the most expensive. Either that or diamond because that shit won't break.
Yeah.
You say rupee?
Yeah.
I'll take that.
And how about a few random facts about you guys?
I play Pokemon Go. I play the Pokemon Pocket TCG all the damn time.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 2 is my favorite game.
Yeah.
Shout out Anime. It's helped me through a lot. Shout out Lil Peep. Shout out Six Dogs. Shout out a bunch of artists that have just been there.
Oh yeah. I don't got much to say other than that.
Yeah? You
Shout
know,
out his cats.
93 Feet of Smoke. You ever meet him?
I have not, bro. I've yet to seen any of those guys live, but
He's
I've been
amazing.
wanting to for years. Man.
Yeah, he's
Big
fucking
influence,
amazing.
bro. My girl put me onto them back in like 2019.
Yeah.
And honestly, bro, like changed my life, dude. Like I used to be big into like the bands, into the
Yeah.
emo style music, and like for a while I was kind of hesitant to get into this new era of rap
Yeah.
when I was younger, of course.
Yeah.
And then I kind of found some of these artists like Shinigami and like even like Ghostman and Lil Peep and stuff. Like it really
Yeah.
put me on and showed me that like this energy that the rock music has is not the actual music itself, it's the energy. So you can translate that energy to any style of music. So when I like figured that out, I was like, oh man, like it changed my life. It changed my world.
And for people who want to do this, what would you say is a budget they need for touring, recording, promo, photos, everything?
You'll make it happen with whatever
as
you
long
got.
as you have ambition, that's all that matters, dude. Ambition and then the willingness to like grind, dude. Like if you want something, make it happen. There's been times where like we genuinely cannot afford to do what we do. Like we went to Texas, we go to Cali.
Yeah.
Like there's sometimes like we cannot afford to do what we do, but we do it. We make it happen because this is what we want, and we know that someday it'll pay off.
Yeah.
It's worth it. It's an investment in our career. So like, I would say first few years of me doing music, my budget was extremely low.
Yeah.
But if you're a starting artist and you have like an unlimited budget, I would say like just promotion, make sure that you clear all your music, get exclusive beats and all that, finding a
pay
producer
for your
that
beats
you like.
for sure.
So all that, bro.
Throw it into also your like mixing and mastering. If you're gonna do it yourself,
plugins.
Throw it into the gear for sure.
Yeah. But I've been mixing for them for a few years now, and it took a couple of years for me to like kind of suck it up and be like, you know what, I need to start dropping money on this because I need to start investing in us. And it changed, honestly. It changed our sound.
Yeah.
It evolved us.
So then, were there days you had to sleep at a bus station or like on like outside or something?
I won't say so in particular.
Yeah.
I've had rough moments like growing up and stuff. Like I won't get into all of that, but like I've been blessed enough to always have a home over my head.
Yeah.
And for that, I'll forever be appreciative. Shout out my mom.
For real.
Yeah.
Shout out my mom.
I mean, what we're saying is like going on tour is what I mean.
Oh yeah, bro. Like
yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Bro, when we went to Texas, bro, we didn't sleep.
Yeah.
Like we had an Airbnb, but we did not sleep. We stayed up for like 3 days straight.
Yeah.
As a driver,
17 hours there, 17 hours back, bro.
I slept for like 3 hours the entire trip, and I drove the entire trip.
And then on the way to Cali earlier this year too, we stayed up. We left at like what 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Let's do it. Let's get a head start.
It's crazy.
You just make it happen.
Yeah. Perform, no sleep, bro.
Damn.
Take a nap in the car real quick.
It was crazy.
So in this industry, you know, a lot of people struggle with drugs, you know, and I feel like, you know, that it's sad when it's overkill, but obviously people could do it safely. So explain to people how they could balance it out, you know, safely, because people need to hear that.
So always portions. Make sure you have someone that's there to take care of you just in case.
Yeah.
Always keep Narcan on you. I don't even do drugs like that, but I always keep like a little thing of Narcan in my backpack.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily condone any drugs. Like
That's what you do,
I
though.
smoke weed. I drink a little bit. Like I'll sip, but I don't even recommend all that. I feel like sometimes it's not absolutely necessary, but I think having a good support system, having good friends, like we keep each other in check. Like there's a time like if I'm a little too intoxicated, he's gonna come up to me and be like, hey bro, like you need to chill out a little bit, and we just keep each other in line, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, the crazy thing is, you know, me and him, we're both straight edge. We don't drink, don't smoke, don't vape, none of that shit, never
I
have.
respect that.
This is our drug right here, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I feel like music is what, that performing is what gives us like that dopamine, that energy, man.
And then,
Nothing
you know,
feels better than that.
and then explain to people why it doesn't matter what level in the industry you're at, because it's pretty much all the same, you know, once you're in the industry, you're in the industry. Like, people don't understand that, but explain that more to your viewers, like what that means.
It's all about music, man. That's what really counts. It doesn't matter what you're doing as long as you're doing what makes you happy. Like, you don't need to be making money to be making music. You just got to be making music to make music. That's what it's really
If you're
about.
like, you keep with it, it's bound to happen eventually. You know?
Yeah.
Keep investing in yourself, and I feel like ambition is the key.
You can't give up. That's the main thing for sure.
Yeah, too many people give up.
It's sad.
It is really sad. It's tragic. So, you know, explain on the road, like, what's your diet? Like, what do you guys eat on the road?
Taco Bell,
just chips,
McDonald's,
bro. I'll be good off the chips.
Yeah, slushies, bro.
Always drink water though. You gotta keep that water
Always
on.
water, always some Gatorade. You need some electrolytes.
Yeah.
Some chips.
Powerade.
You guys ever go to the gym?
No hot chips. I do not
Man,
go to
I
the
work
gym.
out at home.
I work
sit-ups.
at Amazon, bro, so I be lifting heavy shit all day long.
Yeah? Yeah, he works the outside too.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what's up, dude. That's what's up. Amazon gang. Bezos gang.
So, what would you say, like, you know, about being a rapper? Like, when did you decide that that's the kind of music you want to do? Because so many other people choose different styles.
2019. That's whenever I really was just like, I'm gonna start rapping just because Lil Peep. I was tired of dealing with like bands. Like I love being in bands, I love that shit, but dealing with everybody and everybody's schedules, and it's just too much. Like being a rapper now, I just hit him up. I'm like, you free? He's like, yeah, and I'll just go to his house and we'll make a song.
For me, bro, it started like when I was in 6th grade, bro. I started with like a notepad.
Yeah.
And I was, like I said, a little corny, but I used to listen to a lot of Eminem.
Yeah.
And the fact that he would read the dictionary and a thesaurus and be like working on stuff like that.
That's
To that
crazy.
level, when I was a kid, bro, I'd be writing raps and I'd be making little artworks to match each rap, and they weren't good, obviously, but you know, I was grinding. And then I kind of fell off, got more into the emo stuff, and then, like I said, I found that energy through the rap music, and I kind of like it came full circle. You know what I mean? But I've always been into rap. Like my first favorite artist, Mike Jones. Like, all
I grew
that.
up watching BET, so like rap's just been around.
TRL.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
And would you guys be a cowboy, astronaut, a hunter, a spy, or gladiator, a jester, a prince, a king, or yeah?
I would love
Cowboy.
to say cowboy, but you know, life expectancy is probably pretty low.
That's
Yeah.
fine,
Astronaut's pretty fire.
bro. Astronaut is fire.
I would love to explore space.
It is pretty cool. Would you be alien or predator?
Ooh. Predator, I think.
I wouldn't be an alien. I want the gear. Like I for sure
Yeah.
want the gear. The gear's fire.
Yeah,
fire,
one of
bro.
the new movies, they had a fucking drone and it had like spikes on it and shit.
Yeah.
That's wild.
It is fucking
Is
wild.
that the Romulus one?
I might have been Prey. I think it's Prey.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's the next one,
yeah,
right?
the Hulu one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very fucking good.
I ain't talking. I think I've only seen the first one, and I've seen Alien vs Predator.
That's a good
about
one.
it.
And what would you guys rather do? Resurrect the dead, stop time, see the future, or have telepathic powers?
Stop time.
I would stop time for sure as well. People that are dead, they're probably having a good time. I don't want to bring them back to this hell.
Yeah. It definitely gets difficult sometimes in this world, but you know that's why we need the music, the movies, the video games, the magazines.
It's anything.
That's very fucking
escape.
important.
For sure.
Always need that escape. So when you guys like, you know, start doing this, like, explain to people like how important it is to have people you trust, because a lot of people work with people just for the money.
I say it's hard to find people that you trust. Like, we've been working together for years now, and like we've seen people come and go
Yeah.
multiple times, honestly. And
Yeah.
it sucks, but after a while, you kind of just accept it. That's just how it is. It seems a little toxic. People just
Yeah.
they got egos, you know. They're trying to get their own, and if you're helping them, then that's cool. And if you're in their way, then they're your competition. You know what I mean?
For as long as we've been working together, he's like the only person that hasn't like done me dirty, like in the slightest. Like everyone else will do something a little shady. He's always got my back ever since I met him. He just keeps it real too, so that's like an important thing.
Brotherhood, man.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
real, this is for real my best friend.
And how about, would you guys be a tree, plane, or skyscraper?
A tree.
Shit, a tree.
I'll be chilling.
Yeah, a tree.
How about a villager, a caveman, a news anchor, a BMX rider, a skateboarder?
BMX rider, bro.
News anchor. Being on TV would be
That's
cool.
crazy.
Yeah. Who's
Bro,
your
I have the
favorite skater?
mustache.
Huh?
Who's your favorite skater?
I don't know. Bro.
I like Tony Hawk just because
Yeah, I was gonna say
That's my
Tony Hawk.
favorite too.
Lil Wayne.
Nah,
Fuck it, Tony Hawk and Bam.
Bam.
Rob Geardeck.
Yeah, Rob
Yeah,
Dyrdek's
Rob
amazing.
Dyrdek's
Just because of his shows.
Yeah. Then there's Lil Nar, the rapper, you know Lil Nar?
Yeah, he's fire too.
He skates
He's
too.
Or Puya. Puya skates
Didn't
too.
Lil Wayne skate?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lil
Drippin'
Wayne.
So Pretty skates, dude.
Yeah.
Everyone skates.
I
I'm
think
lazy.
Coneheart does too.
Yeah, I think like GBC just is a skate.
I feel
crew
like at
this
some
point.
point every rapper kind of gets bored and they're like, I'm gonna take up skating.
Or they just been skating probably.
And explain to people how, like, people like Lil Tracy, Machine Gun Kelly, how they revolutionize the SoundCloud, rock, rap, alternative, punk type movement.
Lil Tracy.
I would say that Lil Tracy for sure. I wouldn't say it. I would say MGK took it to an oversaturated radio level, in my personal opinion. I don't have anything against him. His
Yeah.
music's good. He's a good artist. He's a good singer and all that.
Yeah.
I feel like he kind of took the underground and kind of put it in the spotlight when it didn't necessarily need to be like that. And now because of that, like, it's just way too oversaturated. You see emo people everywhere. And then back in the day, like when I was in high school, bro, like I was kind of bullied for that. I was picked on for black fingernails, like listening to the music that I did, for like sticking to myself and all that kind of stuff. I was a weirdo for that. But now you kind of like, you go to the mall and everybody's emo nowadays. So
It's true.
I feel like part of that was because of MGK, which is
Yeah.
cool. It's cool to be like, it's cool that we're accepted now. But at the same time, these newer people didn't really have to go through what we had to go
I've
through.
dealt with it so long, I don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, it isn't.
And how would you say Lil Tracy helped the wave?
Oh yeah, big time, bro.
The fact
Taking-
that he makes the whole emotional and the rap vibes together.
Yeah.
With his lyrics are just amazing. Lil Tracy has some really good lyrics.
Young bro.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, bro. He changed it. Him, Pete, bro. Like,
Yeah.
they
created
really
vibes.
mixed grunge with rap. Like, it's kind of like new metal existed and stuff like that, but that's kind of like rap and metal. They took metal and put it in rap. Or I wouldn't even say metal, but they took like that emo
alternative
and
kinda,
put it into rap.
yeah.
So like they kind of did the reverse.
And
So they
explain
changed
to people how like Drain Gang, you know, Blady, Eco 2K, fucking Thai Boy Digital, Young Lean, how they inspired the auto-tune mumble rap we got now.
I would say big time, especially like Young Lean,
Yeah.
like being so young when he blew up, and for it being so long ago, like was SoundCloud even out back then? Like
They were just
it was
on some
early
stuff.
days.
Yeah,
They were on
really.
some- and for them being like foreign and stuff too, it's pretty
Yeah.
fucking dope, dude. Like
Sweden.
That, like,
considering that they
adds
came
to
over
it.
here and like they're legends over here, dude.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Arizona Iced Tea, bro. We all live in Arizona.
Yeah.
Arizona Iced Tea got put on by Young Lean.
That's crazy. It's fucking crazy. I know Young Lean's going on a tour this year, and he's gonna do LA show. I'm gonna fucking go to that show.
That's fire.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to see him.
You gotta
That's
get
a big
your tickets
inspiration
quick,
of mine,
though.
for sure.
Yeah, I definitely will. And then Drain Gang, I went to their LA show, the one in I think 2023. The fucking venue owner brought all 3 members out. They did photos, autographs,
Yeah,
everything.
That's fire.
Fucking amazing.
That's cool.
And explain to people in this, to the viewers, why it's important to keep a balance. Not, to be nice, but not too nice, but to know when you got to step up and be mean to somebody.
I think always having your boundaries is important, but you don't want to be an asshole, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that just genuinely don't understand that like the way that they're approaching you is inappropriate, or they just weren't raised correctly. I wouldn't. Yeah, honestly, they just weren't raised correctly. Their moms didn't treat them right or whatever. But like, there's definitely some people that kind of come up and they just demand stuff. And, like, that's not cool. But at the end of the day, I still appreciate that they even wanted to interact. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody
But
has feelings.
You gotta have your own boundaries, because sometimes people will try to take advantage of you, and it's not cool. You know?
Your feelings are important.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. And what animal would you be?
Oh, I'd be like a
I'd be a turtle, dog.
bro. Yeah, I'd be like a cat.
Yeah.
Cats are cool.
I'd be a fucking fox.
Yeah, I was gonna say that fox is fire.
How
too.
about a mythical creature?
Nine-tails fox?
I'd be a dragon.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm just kidding. That'd be fire.
How about
Unicorn also, because they have some cool
Yeah.
abilities, honestly.
and what do you think of the sea? Do you think like,
Scary.
that space?
I'm terrified of
That's,
the ocean.
yeah,
man.
no,
I'm
there's stuff in
terrified.
there you'll never know.
Throw me out into space, bro. I'm good. Throw me in the ocean, I'm gonna freak out, bro.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I like going to the ocean. Like I like going to the beach. I like
Yeah.
dabbling in the water and whatnot. But like, it scares the hell out of me, dude. We don't even know what's down there.
So like you guys have to fly sometimes, right?
Sometimes.
So do you guys like flying?
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it.
I kind of like it. I know
Yeah.
some people are like anxious or they're kind of scared. I'm kind of weird. I'm like an adrenaline junkie, so
Yeah.
I like that feeling it gives me, like that
Yeah.
roller coaster feeling. I like that.
I
Yeah.
get anxiety from the airport not flying.
Yeah, people and like
The whole
just messing
security,
up,
dude.
missing.
The whole
yeah,
security.
TSA,
It's like too much.
yeah.
And how about what food would you guys be?
Chips. I'm a whole snack.
Ramen. That's a good question. That's a good question. I don't know, dog. Some Takis.
Takis are amazing.
Spicy, but
Fucking
you can't stop.
amazing. What would be a piece of random merch you would make for your guys' group?
Flag.
A flag would be sick. Some kind of tapestry.
Yeah.
Yeah, or a grinder. I think a grinder would be sick. I know you
That'd be
guys
crazy.
play that and stuff, but a grinder would be cool. Some rolling papers.
Yeah.
Also,
That would be
that'd
sick.
cool.
And what would you guys be? A water bottle, a light pole, a fucking switchblade?
A switchblade, bro.
Yeah.
I forgot mine tonight, but I usually
Yeah.
carry my switchblade on me,
I think Dubs released his own Wicked Face Springs Eternal.
Yeah,
too.
that shit was clean.
bro. Yeah. Oh, that's actually pretty fire. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah, fucking Nathan Coops fucking made all the merch.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
fire.
He has some cool stuff.
Is that for the
honestly.
new drop?
I think it was a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't that long ago, I don't think. It was like kind of recent.
It was fucking amazing. And what would you say? What's your dream car to have?
I wanna. We're on the same shit with the Type R Hondas.
Hondas. We're kind of basic. We're not really like, oh, I want a Lambo, I want diamond chains and stuff. We just want to be comfortable, you know what I mean? I want a nice car where, like, I want to be able to carry some groceries. I want to be able to make sure I can fit my studio stuff in the back, pick up my homies whenever I need to.
I just want to deck it out, make it pink and stuff.
The Type R is pretty fire. I like, they're kind of crappy nowadays, but I used to really love like 350Zs, 370s.
I mean, they're clean. You can make them real nice too.
Yeah, Type R's are pretty fire for like it being kind of a normal car, but the kits that they get on there,
you can make
pretty fire, bro.
And would you guys have a plane, underground transportation, a hollow deck, or a teleportation device?
Teleportation device.
Yeah.
And would you be a camera, action figure, a comic book, or a book?
Depends on. I'd be an action figure. Get some movement going.
I say a camera.
And what would you say is the meaning of life?
Just living, man. You
I'm
just
still
gotta
trying to figure that out.
love. That's what it's really
I say
about.
love. Love is a big
That's why I do anything,
part
man.
of it. At the end of the day, that's all that really matters. And you can't hate without knowing what love is, and you can't love without knowing what hate is, and it's kind of all the same thing.
That's true. That is very
That's
true.
part of why I got this tattoo. It's like a little peep tattoo. It's like the one he has on his stomach.
Oh wow.
Part of me got it because it's a little peep, and then the other part is for the meaning that like love is hate, hate is love, and it's all kind of the same thing at the end of the day.
I got the courage tattoo. The things I
Damn.
do for love.
Exactly.
Type shit.
Crazy.
Shut up,
And you
Odyssey.
know, the world in some other countries and states could be really fucking hectic. So explain like what do you think like are ways the world could be improved?
More love, man. Back to it.
If we could just sit down and listen. I know it sounds stupid, but if we could just like genuinely take down all of our barriers, all of our boundaries, and just like hear each other out. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah.
The main thing is money, man. Money makes people evil, and if they have money, then they're gonna control you. You take that away from everybody, you keep everything equal, then we'll all be good. Just gotta let people do what they want to do as long as they're nice about it.
And you know, I noticed over the years, me and him, we've seen you at some really sketchy venues. But explain to people why the neighborhoods and the sketchiness doesn't matter. Because people get scared and they don't go to the shows, or they turn away from the artists because they be playing sketchy venues, or in maybe ghetto areas. But explain to people how sometimes those are some of the best shows that you ever see.
I feel like that's where people can really let go, let loose.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like, it turns certain people off, but there's other people, like, that just proves their dedication, that they're willing to pull up to this super shitty venue or to this house or, like...
There's just, like, better energy there.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's, even if there's only 15 people there, like, those 15 people are going hard, versus you can have, like, a spot with, like, 100 people and only, like, 15 people are going hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why, like, the underground is super important. That's how you build connections. That's how you get people to really, like, fuck with you.
And explain to people what Bayymack did for Arizona, LA, New York scene.
You took it to the next level, bro.
Yeah, Baymack's like the only artist out here that's really on that page, that wavelength. So shout out Bayymack. Hell of respect for Bayymack.
Doing it himself too is crazy. Like, just like I wouldn't be where I'm at without him, and without our group that we've had in the past and stuff. But like Bayymack, he does that shit himself. So I have a lot of respect for him. The Tough Love Fest is fucking nuts. Like we performed with him in the past. Like he's a cool dude, bro. Considering like where he started to where he's at now, it's cool, dude.
We've had him on a couple of shows, and he's had us on a couple of his shows, and this is like earlier too. So before all the big arena things and all that stuff.
Yeah, like in the fucking what were they in the fucking storage units and shit?
Yeah, no, for real.
I remember those shows. But it's crazy all the fucking people he knows though.
Yeah, he's really going.
But then again, I think after a while, when you're in this industry for long, you start getting you start networking with people, So then people start to know your name. And like, explain to people why that's important to network.
Whenever it comes down to it, it's who you know and who knows you. That's like the main thing for any kind of business, anything.
As unfortunate as it is, yeah, that's the truth. Like, you could not necessarily be like the best artist of all time, but if you know the right people, bro, like you're gonna get those positions that like maybe these other people that are grinding a little bit harder, working longer, or have been just trying harder, really deserve more than the rest of them, but they're kind of not willing. Like for a long time, it took me a long time to realize that I do need to communicate with other artists, because I'm a very antisocial person. I kind of like stick to myself and stuff, and they kind of like got me to open up and realize like that's not going to get you anywhere. Like
It's true.
I'm not going to go around and like kissing ass and stuff like that, but like definitely getting better at making my communication.
You just gotta let people know you're there, who you are.
Showing up, showing that you support other people.
Yeah.
Because sometimes like people aren't gonna show up to your show unless you show up to theirs. You know what I mean? And like it's a whole battle of like, well, I'm not gonna go to yours if you don't go to mine. So you got to be that first one to show like, hey, I'm here. And if you want to come to mine, then that's cool. And if you don't, then that's cool too. But I'm here right now to support you.
Just being real.
I remember a lot of venues back in the days, like the Fix. They have two venues called the Fix. One was like an art gallery. The other was like a coffee shop. Then they had the fucking the clubhouse. They had Club Red. And the craziest thing about these venues was the bigger artists. They would always promote local artist shows. That's fucking crazy.
Shout out Joe's Grotto one time. That was like one of my favorite venues.
That was a good one.
Rest in peace.
And would you
Same
guys?
thing, Club Red, rest in peace.
Oh, that was a good venue.
Great venue.
And would you guys be a power line, a sky, or a star, solar system?
I'd be a star.
I'd be a whole solar system. Just because the
Solar
system.
system's crazy.
Yeah.
A star would be fire though.
How about the sun or the moon?
Yeah, the moon's prettier. I don't like the sun that much. Like I appreciate it, but I'm alright.
When do you guys say you do your most work? You have the most energy when the sun's up or when the sun's down?
I'm like a vampire, man.
That's
I
when
can't.
it's down, man.
I can't.
We'll
do
be hanging
daytime.
out. Don't get us wrong. We'll link up at like 4 p.m. and then just not do shit until like 10.
Then we really tap
Pretty
in.
bad.
And would you guys be a vampire, shapeshifter, a
I'm
snow
already a
yeti?
vampire.
If I could say pirate, I'd say pirate, but vampire for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or vampire, pirate.
that would be sick. A vampire, that'd be sick as fuck. That would be amazing. And if you guys made your own movie based on your experience, your music, like, what would it be, and who would the actor be?
Shit. I've always thought it would be nice, but I've kind of just, I don't know. It's hard to think like that for me.
Yeah.
It's hard to like even, I don't know. It's hard to even imagine that.
I would want Michael Cera to be me just because
Nah.
it'd be funny. It would just be funny, dude.
That's
why.
crazy. That's hilarious.
He is very funny, though.
He's funny. He's a good dude.
He is
Actually,
funny.
I heard that he's not a good dude.
I mean, I haven't met him, so I can't say.
I don't know why I said that.
Yeah. And how about explain people the importance of hardcore scene and how it has a lot to do with the emo rap scene?
Man,
Oh,
hardcore
the
scene.
connectivity, bro. Like people pulling up, you knock somebody on their ass and you pick them back up. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's not about who's stronger,
It's like
who's
respect.
bigger. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about having respect and it's about letting loose. You know?
That's true. That's very true.
Super important.
And how about what would you guys be? E.T., a Gremlin, a Troll, SpongeBob, Scooby-Doo, Felix the Cat, Papa the Sailor Man, a Jepson, Simpson character, Rocco's Modern Life, Rugrats, Red and Stimpy, or Pinky and the Brain character?
Rocco. Oh, Rocco.
Oh, you said a lot, so my brain forgot him.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
One of the earlier ones that you mentioned.
Cat Dog?
Oh no, Scooby Doo. It would be
Cat
Scooby Doo.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Well, appreciates TheXLTE Dreamcatcher Bar Entertainment. Before we go, words of encouragement for people who want to do what you guys do.
Just never give up.
Yeah.
Never give up. And even when people put you down and people want to hate on you or it feels like people don't like you or aren't really like taking in your music as much as you appreciate, just keep going, because at the end of the day, it's really about you and making what you want to make.
The only person that can stop you from doing anything is yourself. Don't let anyone say anything because they're just words. They don't mean
Ambition
nothing.
is key.
That's true.
Just never give up. And if you feel like this is what you're like, I personally, I feel like I have no other purpose on this planet. You know what I mean? And if that's how you feel about something, then I think that no matter what is going on in your life, whatever's holding you back, you got to fight through it and just keep pushing.
Gotta
You'll
fight
make
all
it,
the
bro.
demons, man.
And sometimes you got to go through your darkest days to appreciate the brighter ones. You know what I mean?
To find the light at the end of the tunnel type
Yeah.
shit. And are you guys spiritual or anything?
Yeah, man.
I would like to say so. Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
I wouldn't
man.
say necessarily like religious, but
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to religion. I would just say spiritual is a good way of putting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and how can people, find you guys if they want to follow you, they want to message you for a feature or a music video or something?
Oh, Instagram. Instagram's like the best way to reach me, and I'm pretty sure him as well.
Yeah, I don't really use any other social media besides Instagram. Like I have a Twitter, but I don't use Twitter. I don't use Snapchat. I don't really use any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Just Instagram. We got stuff on like everywhere, all platforms. But we have more music on SoundCloud just because we kind of like.
Yeah.
It's easier
to roll out some songs on SoundCloud, but we're definitely working on like getting our major platforms up.
The Instagram at is Lilgrimkillin at LILGRIMKILLIN.
You can find me at Xray Wulf, XRAYWULF. It's actually pronounced Ray Wolf. The X is silent. But
Shout out
call it whatever you
Stxnecrew.
want. Shout out Stxnecrew.
Shout out
yeah.
Palm Trees. Shout
Shout
out
out
Ace.
Palm Trees. Shout out Phase Days.
Yeah, shout out all the homies.
Shout out everybody we've ever worked with.
Oh yeah, the one who takes the photos. What's his name?
Koala.
Again?
Koala.
Yeah.
He was here tonight,
Shout out
yeah.
Koala.
Shout
Yeah.
out Koala.
And the Polaroids. Who's the one who does the Polaroid?
Oh,
Is that
Fish
Fish?
did that as well, yeah. Shout out Fish.
Yeah, Fish.
I forgot what he changed his at to.
Is it Hate You already? Or?
Yeah, hate you already. Yeah.
I think he switched it, but it could be that.
Yeah. Well, appreciate it. But XO Dreamcatcher of our entertainment, and we were with Arizona's Stxnecrew and Bankai boys.
Woo!
Feel me?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have a good night, bro.
Thank you, man.